Really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you want. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. This return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And I think Baker Mayfield has had a tremendous offseason getting ready for this one because he put the focus squarely on football and cut out a lot of the peripheral stuff. Just focused in on being the best quarterback and leader for his Cleveland Browns team. And now all he has to do, take care of the turnover issues of last year. 21 interceptions he threw, second most in the NFL.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. What a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. Pass. It's the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mayfield to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. A sack back at the 9-yard line. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Calais Campbell with a sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Good job.
Well, we've seen this before. What is it about Cleveland and Baltimore here recently and these blocked field goals?
Ordinarily, I know you and I would probably shy away from the subject because we don't want to pour any salt in the wounds of Cleveland fans, but it just happened again in front of us, so we have to go back to 2015. Cleveland lining up to kick a field goal. Baltimore blocks it, takes it all the way back. What was it, 64 yards? For a touchdown on the last play of the game.
So a little ugly reminder here.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. Lamar
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And the Browns first down.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. Look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for the first points of the game. And all the way down to the 29. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time that a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Returning it is Moore. We're scoreless after one.
No score.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100%. In his rookie year, as head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy, and when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Intercepted by the
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. There on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Seibert's kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So after 2 unsuccessful attempts, this time he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses would come back to haunt him. It still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that surface pro to see what they say.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Anderson Aho. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
From the gun, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Forced out of bounds. And sacked by Olivier Vernon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable second and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
They worked this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That is definitely what we call a defense and uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're running. Ingram. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Chris Moore returning it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ingram. And he's got some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He uncorks it for Snead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 33 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he...
It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already. 28-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again. Jackson out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he's able to get it back to it. Right around the 27. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
A run for Nick Chubb. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run. Chubb pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.